Hello, welcome back to Atomic Vegans. I'm Cassidy.
And I'm Ben.
And today we're going to be talking about Epic Universe and some of the vegan options there. So first thing, we went straight in and went to the Dark Universe section. Obviously, that's what I was most excited for. And after riding the rides, we ate at Das Steakhouse. I believe the actual full legal name of this dish is My Vegan Familiars something, which is a cute name. However, I knew I wasn't gonna like this. I knew I wasn't gonna like it based on the description, but I really wanted to eat in the restaurant in this section really badly because I was most excited for this section. So I thought maybe I'll like it. Maybe I'll like it. It is a big hunk of Impossible meat wrapped in a cooked piece of cabbage on top of a type of pasta. It's like a beet pasta. There's also some other stuff. There's like mushrooms in it, and there's some other stuff in there that I couldn't tell exactly what it was. Visually, it's disturbing. I think that it's meant to look visually disturbing. Obviously, it's like supposed to look like a brain sitting on top of a pile of worms. Well, they definitely achieved that. It looks like that to the point that I was kind of like, ooh, when I wanted to eat it because it really looked like worms.
Those little maggots in it.
Yeah.
I think it's like fried rice.
It just was visually like, my brain was like, don't eat that.
If they can make it look weird, that's fine for me. I'd eat it. But the combination of food, I don't really like cabbage. I don't like a lot of meat, and that was a hunk of Impossible meat.
Yeah.
And then I don't like beets either, so everything was just kind of strange.
I'm #1 beet hater. They're my least favorite food. I don't mind cabbage. I love raw cabbage. I don't mind cooked cabbage, but I do think like the cabbage and the Impossible meat inside didn't have a flavor that I liked that much. This, like, it was edible. Like, you could eat, like, I ate part of it, but just not my favorite, and I wouldn't get it again. However, I know a lot of people like this meal a lot, so it might just be personal preference that they happen to combine a lot of stuff that we did not like.
So in that area as well, there's a burning tavern, and next to that is where they have like pretzels. And now I've heard that the Frankenstein pretzel is vegan if you get it without the cheese sauce. But I asked yesterday, and the employees, first of all, they didn't seem like they really cared about what I was talking about. They didn't really want to answer my questions. They were very hesitant to ask. I asked them for like the allergen book, and they're like, And so eventually they called someone, and they were on the phone with them. They're like, "Is the pretzel vegan?" And I was like, it's not vegan because it comes with cheese. But they didn't tell the person they called that, right? And the person they called said, no, it's not vegan. And I was like, even without the cheese? And they didn't like verify with the person they were talking on the phone, like without the cheese. They just said, yeah, no, it's not vegan. I think they wanted to get rid of me. So I'm not sure, and I didn't feel like pushing because it was near the end of the night. It might be vegan, it might not be. It's something to investigate. Hopefully when they have more information and employees are more knowledgeable, and if there's just like a book on it later. So
maybe if more people ask, I'm gonna go ahead and say it probably is without the cheese. All of the other ones are, like, I know the Shrexel is without the cheese, so it's probably vegan.
Some things are marked, a lot of things are not marked. Basically right now, since everything's kind of new, everything that we say is probably going to be vegan because it was marked in the menu, but when you go, I would double check everything, just in case.
Next section we're going to talk about is How to Train Your Dragon. I've never seen any of these movies. I know nothing about this franchise whatsoever, but we did eat in this section. We ate in the meat hall. We got Valka's vegan burger. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. He didn't like it, though.
It was okay. There's too many mushrooms in it. I don't really like mushrooms.
There was like an interesting flavor combination. It had some sort of like berry jam on it, and then pickled cucumbers. Not pickles, pickled cucumbers, which is what I like. There's a difference before it gets right into a pickle. And I really liked it. I would definitely get it again. It comes with fries.
Wait, let me talk about the fries.
Okay.
The fries were very good. They're called Nordic fries, right? They're called Nordic fries. But they were like pickle fries in a sense. They were potato french fries. But they had they kind of taste like pickles. And they were very tasty, vinegary and delicious. I like those fries a lot. So I ate basically almost all the fries, and Cassidy ate the burger.
I ate the burger.
Okay, also at the same restaurant, there is a salad, but we didn't try that yet.
Yeah.
So, but I heard it's really good.
And then the other location is the Spitfire Grill, and they have a vegan bowl. Sounds good. Wouldn't want the beets in it, but it sounds good.
And now let's talk about the Harry Potter section.
Okay, Harry Potter section. All right, so we did eat. There are two restaurants in there. I don't know how to pronounce either of them.
You're not gonna try?
You can try.
Le Goblet Noir.
Le Goblet Noir. That's where we ate.
The Black Goblet, right?
Yeah, probably. They had two different options. They had a baklava, which was baller. This was my favorite thing that we had all day. It was so good. It was really, really good. And the sauce on it was delicious. I could have eaten about 10 of them. And then they also have a lentil stew, which was also really good. And it comes with pieces of bread. It's a little bit heavy on, I know it has vegan bacon in it on it. It's a little bit heavy on the bacon taste. I'm not like super big fan of bacon. I've never been, and so it depends, you know, with that taste it can be kind of pungent, but I thought it was good. I would get it again.
We're not really sure what it is. There was something else called a
I thought it was just butterbeer and spelled in French. Beer.
Yeah, that thing. It's a non-dairy beer brewer thing. And we thought that was going to be like how the butterbeer at the other parks is vegan.
But it's not.
But it's not. So the base drink is vegan, but the cream on top is not vegan.
It's non-dairy, but it's not vegan, so who knows what's up in there.
Yeah, egg? I have no idea. They could be wrong, but we asked, and they went to go ask the chef, so maybe that will change. But other people have confirmed the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And so then there's another section called Cafe de la Serene. I think I'm saying anything of these things right. They also have a vegan stew, but we didn't try it, and they have croissants in there, which I'm gonna guess are probably the same croissants that they have at Studios.
There's also a lot of drinks in all these places that are vegan. Here is a list from PETA. Okay, so there's a Giggle Water, a Lobe Blaster, a Sherbet Lemon, a Fluor 75, and a Philosopher's Old Fashioned.
Some of those are alcoholic, right?
Yeah, some of those are alcoholic.
My glasses on.
That's what PETA says are the vegan drinks. We didn't buy any drinks. We didn't really do any research on it.
Yeah.
But that's what PETA says. So...
okay, so Nintendo World. I didn't realize they had any vegan options in the Toadstool Cafe, I don't know what it's called. It's Toad's Cafe. Because I absolutely would have eaten there because that's my son. But we went in there at the very end and we asked about the mushroom soup because I was like looking at the menu. I'm like, well, that's the only thing that could be. They said that it is.
The chef, because there was a chef out there and he was already talking to someone about allergens. And he turned to us and said, yeah, it's vegan. It's the only thing vegan on the menu. But then we also heard...
that it's not.
That the croutons on top are not.
And I don't know why the hell you'd want it without the croutons, because the croutons are the themed Toad aspect. So I don't know. That's probably something I would ask in the future. They also had the main thing that I wanted to eat there, but it wasn't open. And guess what? It opened today. It wasn't open yesterday. It opened today. There's like a Yoshi snack stand, and they supposedly will have a vegan calzone, but I didn't get to try it, and it was like the main thing I was looking forward to. I didn't have it because it wasn't open. And then in the Donkey Kong Country section, they had a dessert that I wanted so bad. I was like, I'm gonna rip off all my skin if I can't get the Donkey Kong dessert. And I couldn't get the Donkey Kong dessert because they couldn't modify anything. I don't know if that's going to be the norm, like when it opens in May, that they also will not modify it or not. Because they told me that it does have dairy in it. The waffle cone part of it has dairy in it, and there's like popcorn on top of it has dairy in it, and they could not take the popcorn off, and they would not serve it without the waffle cone. But it made it sound like the rest of it, I mean, looking at it, it was like a banana Dole Whip situation with like some sort of juice. And then nothing in the app is marked at all. Like when you go to mobile order, nothing is marked. So
hopefully they fix that, because that did get pretty annoying.
Yeah.
You have to ask people. So to save everyone's time, hopefully they start marking things in the menu, because so many of the fast service restaurants are something where you sit down at a table and you order on your phone and you don't interact with like people, you don't order. And so hopefully they start marking things in that to make it easier for everyone.
Yeah. So Celestial Park is the area that's in the middle where you can like go into and go to the different portals or whatever. So we tried a couple things in there. One is Frosty Moon. So they have an ice cream stand out in the middle, and they do have vegan soft serve. There are 2 different toppings that you can get. You can get Oreo crumbles, and then you can get the birthday sprinkles specifically. Not the other sprinkles. There's other different types of sprinkles. Only the birthday sprinkles.
So for the ice cream, a lot of people say that it's kind of sour, the vegan vanilla ice cream. I agree. I tasted that sourness. I kind of thought it was like a frozen yogurt type flavor,
it's like
though.
Frozen yogurt.
It wasn't bad. It was good,
Yeah,
but I detected it was just more sour than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it was sour in the way that a frozen yogurt is sour. Well, then we also went to Pizza Moon, which is right by Frosty Moon.
It's a beautiful restaurant.
It is really pretty. It's I like the theme in there. They have Harvest Moon pizza, which is vegan. It just feels like it's missing something. It's just like if you were to order something from Papa John's with no cheese on it, that's what it's giving, because it had no cheese. It had no vegan cheese on it. I feel like it needed something to replicate the cheese, and it doesn't even have to be like sure vegan cheese. I mean, I don't know. They could have done like a cashew sauce or like something.
Yeah, like a drizzle.
Like a drizzle or something on top of it, because it's very saucy.
Also, I didn't like most of the vegetables on it because I'm picky. So it's just, the crust was good, the sauce was good.
It just needed something. It just really tastes like it was missing something.
And
like,
Universal, they know what vegan cheese is. They could easily do it. I don't know why they made a pizza without cheese on it.
you know, interestingly enough, when I look at all the things that we've gotten, unless the Yoshi calzone has it, and none of these things have vegan cheese
Carrot
on them.
dog.
Did it have? Oh, it did.
So let's talk about the carrot dog real fast. The carrot dog did have vegan cheese on it. It had vegan feta, and it was in an ubi bun.
Oh, girl.
Okay, so the carrot itself was terrible, and it tasted like they drowned the carrot in liquid smoke.
It had been chilling in a vat of liquid smoke for a hot minute.
I couldn't eat it. And Cassie tried it, she couldn't either.
No.
It just tastes like extremely hyper
Bacon.
artificial bacon.
Imagine the most pungent bacon taste you could possibly conceive of, and that's what
And a
it is.
carrot that's like massive
It was
and
a
thick.
Thick ass carrot. They weren't playing around. That was like an Easter bunny type carrot. Like that was a huge carrot on a bun.
Yeah.
Then it tasted straight up like bacon. And I kind of like, I think I kind of went like, I could tell.
You could smell.
Yeah,
You could smell the liquid smoke off of it. And then I could smell it on my hands
It
too.
smelled crazy.
But eventually I was like, I can't eat this. So I just took the carrot off and just ate the feta on the ubi bun, which was actually pretty good. I don't recommend it. Other people like it. I hope they switch it up.
Just,
A vegan hot dog or like a vegan
Or
like
do the-
veggie dog.
Or
would
do
be
the
good.
carrot a little differently. I don't know. Something was wrong. So yeah, at the Meteor Astropub, there's also vegan sausage and peppers on like a hoagie bun. Should have got that carrot.
Oh yeah, I really should have.
Yeah.
I done goofed.
You wouldn't have liked that either.
You're right, but I think
I would have liked it. I would have liked it.
Yeah,
probably.
at least like I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, you wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah, unless you would have eaten it.
Yeah, and then at the Oakenstar Tavern, they have a barbecue jackfruit sandwich, which I'm skeptical of because the theme parks historically here, and I'm not just talking about Universal, I'm talking about all of them, they cannot make jackfruit at all.
And supposedly some of the sides are vegan, like the fries and the cauliflower. But once again, that's one of those things that was not marked on the menu. But they historically they don't mark sides for some reason. They'll mark the entree on some, but they won't mark sides. So it's just once again inconsistent. Also did not did not even ask, didn't go in there, so I don't know. That's something to check.
The Atlantic restaurant also has some options. They supposedly have like a corn chowder and a mushroom ceviche. That's like a sit-down restaurant, and it looks really nice. It's right in the middle of the park, but we did not go. And then on the way out, there's a chocolate shop on the way out. Not on the way out, on the way in or out. There's a chocolate shop in the beginning of the park that we stopped at on the way out. And they actually had a stand of vegan treats, which was fun. They were super expensive. I almost had a heart attack when I went up to the cash register. I put some back because I didn't think that
they were $15 a bag.
They were $15 a bag, but then they also had gummies, and the gummies were like
10?
Yeah,
9?
$8 to $10 a bag. And when the total came up, I was like, so we ended up getting 2 things. Got some chocolate mints and got some little truffles, and they were both good. Okay, first, Dark Universe. The
land is really small, but it has our favorite ride on in the park. It is the
Monsters Unchained ride, which I thought was really good. They did a really good job with that.
They did. So many beautiful animatronics.
Yeah, it
I'm
definitely
so glad they did that.
Reached my expectations. And then also Curse of the Werewolf is in that section. It's fine. It needs some
animatronics.
Something. It needs something. The motion of the ride's fun.
Overall, awesome land. I'm biased because I like monsters. She's biased because she likes monsters. It's a little small. I hope they expand it.
Okay, so Nintendo. This is a land when I walked in, it's like, whoa. You know, I think it's like very visually impressive when you walk in. It's very cool. Ride-wise, Yoshi thought was really bad. I thought the Mario Kart ride was really, really bad. It was like hallucinating. Like it was a mess. And I like the Donkey Kong ride.
Yeah, Donkey Kong ride was awesome. It had a really cool track mechanic.
I sound like an asshole. I like the Donkey Kong ride. I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, it had a really cool ride mechanic too, and the setting was really cool. But like you said, the Yoshi ride just pretty bad. Really bad.
And I'm going to take into consideration that it's for 2-year-olds. I think even for that, and I love a lot of rides that are for 2-year-olds. Like I love, you know, a lot of it, and I just thought that it's also a blazing hot sun.
Yeah.
And the Mario Kart ride, I'm going to take back when I said it was really, really bad. It's weird. It's weird, and not really in a positive way. It's like there's like an augmented reality aspect of it. I mean, you could tell that there are actually cool sets within the Mario Kart ride, but you can't really see them because there's so much going on in the augmented reality aspect of it. Okay, the Harry Potter section, visually beautiful land. Like the architecture is like really nice. There's like nothing to do in this land. I don't know if it's like if they're waiting for it to open and there are more things that are gonna be open, but when we went, there was like 2 stores, but one was it was a wand shop and like a treat shop similar to the other ones. They did have the 2 restaurants open. We didn't have a wand with us, we didn't buy a wand, so we couldn't do any of the interactive stuff, so I can't really judge that. We didn't get to ride the ride because it's a virtual queue and it's impossible to get a section. I mean, like it is gone in like a nanosecond when it opens up, so we didn't get to ride that, and I know a lot of people like that ride. We did do the Cirque Arcanus show, which was fine.
It had a little bit of an animals' rights message in it.
It did. It did. I like the puppets. I love a good puppet, and the costumes were nice. I'm not like emotionally attached to the Fantastic Beasts property whatsoever, so it's like, you know.
Speaking of not emotionally attached, let's go to the next land. How to Train Your Dragon. Once
yes,
again.
Never seen it. Never seen it. This land is very big, and I think it's cool looking. I mean, it's nice. So we rode 2 of the rides in there. Okay, we rode the big roller coaster in that section, which is fun. I think it was probably my 3rd favorite ride of the day.
Roller coaster.
It has a nice animatronic of Toothless. I don't know anything about that boy, but he was cute in it. I thought that was it was a cute coaster. Then we did the boat ride, which I feel like it's like a throwaway ride to fill an area.
It's just okay.
It's like an interactive where you shoot targets with water and get soaking wet. I didn't get soaking wet, that's an exaggeration. And then there's one of them in the section we didn't ride because the wait was really long and it was not moving. And then lastly,
the land had a lot of cool dragons.
Yeah.
I'm trying dragons all around.
I liked the land. even without having seen the movie, I thought that they were cute. I thought the dragons were all very cute. And I like animatronics just being around to be able to see, where you don't have to ride a ride to see them. And then in Celestial Park, we rode the carousel, and it's just a carousel.
A weird carousel.
And then I did not ride Stardust Racers, so you can give the review.
Oh, Stardust Racers. Was that the only other ride there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Stardust Racers was really fun. It really was. It was a really good roller coaster. It was really smooth. It was really fast. The drops were really good. The loops and all the stuff and roller coasters, that was really fun. I really liked it. And there was in the beginning, you start going really fast, but then you go really fast again. So there's 2 boosters on it, and it's a lot of fun.
I sat in the room for babies while
she sat in the room for
they
babies.
banished me. I had to be babysat while he rode it.
It was also very long. It was a long coaster, so it was a lot of fun.
So yeah, overall, I mean, obviously we'll have to go back in the future to experience things that we did not. We did actually know most of the things. We didn't get to ride the tentpole ride there, which is a Harry Potter ride. I feel like most people didn't get to ride it, so we'll have to go back and ride that, or attempt it eventually. But the Monsters ride is badass. It's awesome. That was the only thing I really cared about, honestly, and they delivered on that. So
is that your favorite ride of all the Universal parks?
I gotta think on that because I have an emotional connection to the Mummy ride.
Yeah, I agree. The Mummy's mechanics as a roller coaster is a better ride.
Yeah, I would. Oh man, can you imagine if they had done the Mummy mechanic in that house? It would have been so sick.
So I just want to say, this is an overall of the park. I think that it's my second favorite park. I think I like Islands the most, and then I like Epic, and then I like Studios. You're looking at me like I'm crazy for saying that.
I'm just thinking.
To not go into too much detail here, Islands just has overall the best amount of good rides. Studios, for me, it's really only half of E.T. and the Mummy ride. And then for Epic, I really like the roller coaster, and the Monster ride might be my favorite ride out of all the parks of all the Universal parks.
It's really baller. I mean, it delivered on everything that I wanted, and scored by my king, Danny Elfman. The whole land, that was done just for me. They said, "Here's a gift for you." Now, if they can workshop that meal in the vampire section to be something that I really enjoy, that'd be perfect. If they need to get one of them Horror Nights teams to decorate the Curse of the Werewolf section too.
I will say though, if they brought back the ball pit, the Curious George ball pit, at Universal Studios, that would be number 2, and Epic would be down. But because they got rid of the ball pit,
The ball pit.
it dropped to the bottom. I love the ball pit.
Curious George super fan. Okay, alright, thank you for watching our review of Epic Universe. Talk to you later.